Welcome to Pick Six. I'm your host, Timothy Claiborne, and I'm here to talk about the season opener between the Seattle Seahawks and the Green Bay Packers. It's a very good game. You got the Legion of Boom, led by Richard Sherman, Earl Thomas, and Cam Chancellor, against Aaron Rodgers and his great receiving core and that running game of Eddie Lacy and James Starks. The last time the Packers were there, they lost a very controversial game in 2012 on Monday Night Football, also known as the Hail Mary game, when they were the replacement officials. I don't see that happening this year. I see the Packers scoring a lot more points. I don't see Rodgers getting sacked 7 times. They have a very improved offensive line, but the 12th man is going to be loud. The Seahawks post the best pass defense last year. Richard Sherman led the league in interceptions, 8 interceptions last year, has 21 over the last 3 years, which is the most in the NFL. You got them coming off a Super Bowl. You got Russell Wilson and Marshawn Lynch. You also have the great defensive pass rushing of the Seahawks. It should be a very interesting game. Okay, I'm going to break down this game in 5 different sections that you need to look for on Thursday night, and I'm going to start off with the quarterback, Russell Wilson versus Aaron Rodgers. Whichever quarterback plays better, their team will probably win. You never know. Maybe the running game has something to do with that, but I'm going to get to that next. Aaron Rodgers, the 2011 MVP, has not won a playoff game since he won the Super Bowl. He's looking for a little redemption. He lost against the Giants in 2011, the 49ers, and then last year he lost against the 49ers in the first round. The first round last year at home. So he's looking for a little redemption. The Seahawks, of course, the defending Super Bowl champions. They dominated the Broncos in the Super Bowl 43-8. Russell Wilson was outstanding. You didn't see much from Marshawn Lynch because Russell Wilson was just slinging the ball around. He did lose Golden Tate, but he still has Percy Harvin, Doug Baldwin, and Jermaine Kearse. We still talking about Marshawn Lynch, a dominant run game, and that helps Russell Wilson with the read option and play action pass down the field for those big plays. Aaron Rodgers, Mr. Rogers' neighborhood. People think he's the best quarterback in the NFL right now. He has Jordy Nelson. He got signed to a new deal this offseason. He has Randall Cobb that can play in the slot. The Packers have a lot of offensive weapons. They still trying to find the answer at tight end to replace their injured Jermichael Finley from last year, the neck problems, but that's another thing. So this should be a very interesting game. They're going up against, of course, Richard Sherman, like I said, Earl Thomas, Cam Chancellor, Byron Maxwell, the Legion of Boom. Another thing to focus about is this running game, Eddie Lacy versus Marshawn Lynch. Which running back I think that produces more will give their quarterback even greater help in winning against in a tough battle. And I think this will go to Marshawn Lynch. I think the beast, beast mode. He's always in that kind of mode. I think he's going to have more success against the Packers defense. They struggled last year. I believe they ranked 25th in run defense. I know they ranked 26th in pass defense last year. They had no interceptions from their safeties last year. So that'd be another thing about the defense I'm going to talk about. But I think he had more success than Eddie Lacy. Even with the Packers' improved offensive line against that Seahawks defense, I say the Seahawks hold Eddie Lacy to about 85, 87, 90 yards. Marshawn Lynch goes off for about 130. On Thursday night, we'll see how the Packers can hold up, if they can. But that'd be another factor in whoever wins this game. The Legion of Boom. I think they're not going to have as much success as they did last year because of the holding penalty calls. And so Aaron Rodgers' receivers, especially Jordy Nelson and Randall Cobb, have a little bit more success. I'm not saying they'll just completely dominate them because, Richard Sherman and those guys, they can really ball out there. They know how to play pass defense. The 12th man, of course, will be a factor, but we all know that. Another factor will be coaching. Mike McCarthy versus Pete Carroll. Whichever coach makes a better decision, if you should go for it on 4th down, should we take this field goal? Should we punt it? Should we have a trick play up our hands? Should we play conservative before halftime? And that all determines in who's going to win the game. My predictions will be later. But that also determines who's going to win the game. Defensive coordinator Don Capers for the Packers, he has to call a very good game if he wants his team to start off 1-0. He has struggled as defensive coordinator for them. They have ranked 32nd in 2011 in defense. They ranked 31st, I believe, in 2012, and last year, of course, like I said, 26th. So he wants to really improve. The Seahawks have gotten better, but their offense, will it be able to score enough points, or will the defense have to carry them again? You know, you want a very balanced team, and the Seahawks are trying to get their offense up there with their defense. We'll see about that. And my final factor in deciding this game will be the referees. The last time, of course, these two teams played in Seattle, it was so many bad calls. On the final drive of that failed Mary pass, there was a questionable pass interference call that John Gruden pointed out. And then, of course, when Golden Tate pushed, I believe it was Tramon Williams in the back, and that should have been called offensive pass interference. We'll see. You know, the officials, everybody has seen it in the preseason, throwing the flags off handsy contacts down the field. Will that happen in this game? We'll find out. It'll be the first game. They'll have 3 days to decide. You will find out. You will see. All right. So this is my prediction for the game. I say Aaron Rodgers does have a successful day. He throws for over 300 on the Legion of Boom. He throws 3 touchdowns, but he throws a vital interception that cost his team a win. I say the Seahawks win 31-24. The 12th man will give the Seahawks the advantage in this game. I predict that Marshawn Lynch will go beast mode on the Green Bay Packers and rush for 130 yards and 3 scores as he gives his team a 1-0 record as they try to defend their Super Bowl championship. You've been watching Pick 6 with Timothy Claiborne. Put it up, Pick 6. You ready?